Okay, good morning, everybody. It's been a long wait between set releases, but we've got an exciting new set out today, out right now. Got a lot of decks prepped. We'll not get to all of them today, unfortunately. We'll get to as many as we can. I've got like kind of a hard stop in between 5 and 6 hours, but we'll get a good solid stream in today and then long stream tomorrow. First, obviously, number one pick for the set has been Insidious Roots. Crazy. This card is a crazy 2-mana enchantment. 2 mana. Creature tokens you control have the ability to tap for 1 mana to add mana of any color, and whenever one or more creatures leave your graveyard, you make an 0/1 plant creature, and then you put a counter on each plant you control. So this is going to trigger every single time a Bloodghast leaves your yard because you play a fetch land. It's going to trigger every single time a Ovalchase Daredevil trigger goes on the stack and goes back to your hand. Ideally, a little bit of lag there. Multiple times a turn. Also triggers a Squee, kind of like the 5th Ovalchase Daredevil. And it's nice that you can Fauna Shaman for Squee, even in some games, or discard Squee to Fauna Shaman, kind of vice versa. Also, when you Agatha's Soul Cauldron something from your yard, also trigger Insidious Roots. And then, each plant gets a token. Each plant gets a token. It gets so crazy. You're gonna make tons and tons of mana, tons and tons of power toughness, and I think hopefully pretty quickly. There's also an infinite combo here that you can tutor up with Fauna Shaman. Also, if you have Tyvar in play and you have a Carrion Feeder and a Gravecrawler, and it's nice that Carrion Feeder is a cauldronable ability, you can make infinite power toughness amongst your Insidious Root tokens, where you get to pay a black, bring back Gravecrawler, make a new plant. That plant can tap for a black to continue to do that infinitely. But also just assembling this, even without Tyvar, is like going to be insane value. And I know it's also kind of weird to like play Fauna Shaman in Modern, but Fauna Shaman is insane in a deck where it's very good with Asmo, where you just discard any creature and then you cast an Asmo for 1 mana. It's very good with Tyvar, where it dies, it comes back, reanimated. It also can be activated immediately with Tyvar. It's very good with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. It's a cauldronable ability. We don't have that many cauldronable abilities, so I'm only playing 2 mana. I'm playing the 3rd in the sideboard for like matchups where Cauldron is good against opposing decks. And also, like, you have a lot of stuff to discard for value. Bloodghast, Squee, Ovalchase. So, like, I know Fauna Shaman, not usually a modern playable card, with the combination of all these things. We've done this in the past, trophied with Fauna Shaman a few times in the past. Definitely gets there, in my opinion. We also get to play a playset of Pick Your Poison in the sideboard. I think it's going to be a new sideboard staple. Very good against Urza Saga, Amulet, the One Ring, Murktide Regent. Well, it's okay against the One Ring, but answers the One Ring. And we're also playing 1 Surveil Land in this deck, too. I wouldn't always play a Surveil Land in a like all sorcery speed deck that's like tapping out every turn, but I think we just have enough graveyard synergies that you want it, like being able to surveil. We have like 9 cards in the deck that if you happen to surveil them, it's kind of like you drew a card, which I think is going to be worth playing it in a deck with 8 fetch lands. Don't we have 4 cauldron abilities? Well, we have Asmo, Fauna Shaman, Priest, Grist, Carrion Feeder. So however many that is. Which is it's just, but the actual like density of creatures that are good to Cauldron is like, or cards that are good to Exile is kind of low, like 10. It's not like super duper low. We're still playing the card. I'm just playing 2. Could play 3. Let's go. Got to go today, huh? Got a lot to do today. Why no Relic of Progenitus? It's much worse than Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Much worse than Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Get Stash with the 18 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Aether Spike with the 26. Big J with the 14. But one thing is, we are certainly not light on ways to trigger Insidious Roots in this deck. We are a Underworld Cookbook deck with multiple ways to get Asmo for Cookbook. We have Saga, we have Fauna Shaman, we have Asmo for Cookbook. We are a Bloodghast deck. We're an Agatha's Soul Cauldron deck. I certainly have built this deck trying to kind of maximize Insidious Roots. Okay, sick hand. Very good if we draw roots. Do you have the land makes a plant token? Not in this deck, but you could obviously play that deck in different drafts. I'm thinking like with the Urza Sagas, especially with the Surveil Land, is a little awkward, but you could play it. What's the best shell for Imperial Recruiter and Modern right now? I don't know. Good question. Maybe with the new Delaney? I was about playing like Imperial Recruiter plus Delney plus like Heartless Summoning. Although the Recruiter just dies, we get double triggers for 1 mana. Seems kind of nice. Okay, on the draw, my opponent is grief scamming me. But we have an Urza Saga, and they did mulligan to 5 to do this, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm dressed up because it's Esther's anniversary after. I didn't I don't have shoes on, but wanted to make sure I could stream as long as I could, and then just go get a victory dinner after, huh? What is this link? Alright, yeah, how we... This is a good way to be a grief scam, just have 4 cards that love to be discarded. Unfortunately, didn't get around to that this time. Although here, we're not super far away from that. Consider a Vengevine version for plant synergies. No, but Vengevine sounds awesome. I would love to build a Vengevine version of this deck. There's our Insidious Roots. We could consider playing Urza Saga on turn 1 here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Being able to on turn 3 go. I mean, let me double check. Yeah, I am playing also String of Gems. So this can either get me Drum to fix mana to cast this, or can get me Cookbook to start triggering it, kind of depending on where we're at with our other draws. Is Vengevine not a plant? Or is it a plant? An industry plant, perhaps. Okay, so if we draw a green or black source, we're in great shape. We should also draw an Underworld Cookbook. We drew a Tyvar. Tyvar is really interesting. I think we're pretty locked in on getting Springleaf Drum here. And then if I don't cast the Tyvar this turn, I have a hard time casting it later. Also, we'll likely eat like a grief attack, which is nice. I did mill a Bloodghast. Tyvar also triggers Roots with the minus. Norns, the 18 months to go back. Hope I didn't miss any resubs or anything. Yeah, we can also just kind of, maybe worst case scenario, Fauna Shaman for Asmo next turn. If we draw a land, we get to have some fun lines with the Bloodghast that's in the yard. Fetch land's extra fun too because we could like discard the one in hand. Opponent is ignoring the Tyvar, which I think I'm pretty happy about. Although I'm at 6, so maybe they just have 2 lightning bolts. Did not draw a land. Okay, we'll grab the Asmo. Get a Cookbook, and let's untap the Supplier. But it finds their second land drop here. A little bit worried that they just have like Bowmaster plus Bolt, but they didn't bolt me end of turn, which they would have done if they had it, I imagine. Maybe not. So they terminate the Asmo, and then I imagine they put me down to 2. If I can draw a land here, we are in just awesome shape. We're going to get to make so much mana because the roots, the tokens are going to be able to activate immediately. Squee coming back to our hand. Been a while since I've said that. We do draw the land. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and cast our Insidious Roots. And then if we play this forest, our Bloodghast comes back. We trigger Insidious Roots, and then we'll have 1 extra mana. And then the Cookbook can give us an additional mana here. Plus we have the Tyvar untap. So one thing I think I should probably do is just have the ability to double block the grief and sack this food token for life so I'm not dead to bolt. So I'll go ahead and untap the Supplier and just pass here. Tyvar, bring back Asmo. If we minus the Tyvar, our plants could no longer tap for mana, which I think is going to be the important thing. So nice. The first turn, I obviously kind of stumbled, got grief scammed a little bit, didn't draw a land for a while, but first turn we played it, it did, immediately give us our mana back and make 3 power. And then it's going to go absolutely crazy next turn, hopefully. Maybe I should have gained life main phase. Here I'm just going to double block. I know losing the Fauna Shaman stinks, so we can just Tyvar it back next turn, and I just am going to try to play around Bolt / Bowmaster to the best of my ability. You could tap first, then minus. Yeah, that's true. Dryad Arbor, one of. I mean, I typically hate Dryad Arbor. You could play it here. Maybe I should have waited for the target, but Oh, come on, you can't concede. Let me have my fun, dude. Come on, scam players. Damn it. Okay, so we're gonna need a Haywire Mite for the ley lines. Also bring in Pick Your Poison? Probably not. I'm so pissed that they conceded, actually. Come on. Come on, scam players, please. Magic Online's temporarily banned Shark Typhoon due to the bug? That's horrible news. Been forsaken. Could you play a Valakut in your devotion list? I wouldn't, probably. You could if you have more Titans, maybe. Yeah, I meant to have Pick Your Poison over Force of Vigor, so we switched there. Not sure exactly what our last trim is going to be. I might just go down to one Tyvar. Play the Stoneblade deck yet? I've been live for 17 minutes. I might not get to the Stoneblade deck today. I just have, you know, I have like 9-ish decks built, and I've posted 4 of them, and we'll get to them when we get to them. You'll have to watch the stream. Cobb with the 4 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I like that we have the Mite for Leyline. I don't love they're on a mulligan. Not a matchup you want to mulligan in super aggressively anyways. There's a good chance that they will like mulligan someone aggressively for a Leyline. We just have the Haywire Mite. Happy enough to see no Leyline, of course. And there's Insidious Roots. So hopefully we can use the Fauna Shaman to grab an Ovalchase Daredevil. Sunbear. If we draw Ovalchase Daredevil for turn, we'll be a little remiss about our sequencing. Cauldron is a really interesting pickup. Maybe I should just play Insidious Roots this turn. It's kind of odd. Kind of odd, I know. But I very much do not want to get this discarded. And I'm also interested in next turn going like Haywire Mite plus Cauldron plus Activate Mite if I draw a land. Then like use the roots to get my first token. Are there any playable plants? There's Colony Garden. It's kind of it. Second copy. Ugh. Card does go crazy in multiples. We do still very much need a land. I think I'm just gonna play the Agatha Soul Cauldron this turn. Can stop them drawing into Grief Scam. And then this can be my engine to start triggering the roots too. And if I draw a land next turn, I can still go second roots Haywire Mite activate trigger roots 2 times. Is Cat Oven? Yeah, Cat Oven. This is just our first roots draft. This is just our first roots draft. First triggers roots. That's yeah, that's true. Is there a reason to not play Mite into roots, Bowmaster? Yeah, I think we want to be able to activate. I guess we have the Cauldron, but if they have the Hearse for the Mite, it's a little bit awkward. Bowmaster's kind of scary. I want to be able to play and activate it all in one go. But I guess if they're Hearsing my graveyard and they're triggering the roots, maybe it's not so bad. Kind of feel like they'll take my second copy of Roots. Troll of Khazad-dûm and Asmodex. I mean, I've played it sometimes. It's playable. It's oftentimes worse than Street Wraith. Would Avenger of Zendikar? No, don't. I think mostly delete Avenger of Zendikar from your database. But I don't know. You can like maybe cast it off this. I don't know. Probably win more. But I'm just not too excited about like registering 7 mana spells in Modern that I'm trying to cast. Is Verdant Command good enough as it makes 3 total tokens? Yeah, Verdant Command's interesting. I hadn't thought about that one. You have to have a creature in your yard. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of drafts. You know, we're gonna have a lot of drafts. So I wanted to kind of go this direction first, but I'm sure we're gonna have several different builds as the weeks and months continue. It's now an Insidious Roots format. 2 Mirror Retriever with Roots, or worst variation of Roots. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. No. Usually, if you have 2 Mirror Retrievers and you're looping them, you're winning the game. But dude, my opponent is in the tank on this Thoughtseize. They take the Haywire Mite. So now I can trigger the Roots. I think I should. Let me think. If I wait, I get 2/2/3s if I wait. Let's wait. I know I can tap for mana is kind of the other thing. Wow. This kind of think we can't play the second roots this turn. But I think that's very much okay. It seems like we'll likely be able to bait the hearse activation with the Cauldron. Draws a card end of turn. And then we can Ovalchase Daredevil and then have 2/2/3s. 2/2/3s! And if they kill my Fauna Shaman, this is another activation too. So we're going to go for the block here, I think. And now it's awesome. The hearse is tapped on their turns. We get to play second roots and trigger it immediately 2 times, and that's assuming my Fauna Shaman dies. I guess 3, yeah, 4. I guess 2 more times if the Fauna Shaman dies too. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Only 1 is a 2/3. 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 1 1 2. Sorry. Never mind. I have 15 months. JPK with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Welcome back. No. No. Oh, they didn't take it last time. We'll be okay. Yeah, take the roots. We can still trigger it twice because we can get. We also have a ton of mana too. Dude, this is the worst opponent I've ever played against in terms of rudeness. How can you not let me do my thing, dude? Come on! I've been waiting months to do it. There's conceding, Rakdos players ruining every game ever, even if they're losing. Damn it. Okay, so we can go turn 1, discard Bloodghast. Then we can play the roots with the ability to bring back the blast for some value. But that's on the multi 6. Like, do you not have Hidden Sugu in your deck or something? Okay, opponent's on the multi 5. Suspends the Crushing Footfalls. That card is very weak compared to Insidious Roots. Nice. It's gonna be a basic swamp, I think, turn 1. Maybe save the fetch land with the Yavimaya for a future surveil. Topaz with the 43 months. Thank you. Oblivion with the 4. Thank you. Welcome back. Should there be a 1 of Ballista? We already have 1 infinite combo. I don't think you need a 1 of Ballista. Card's like pretty bad to draw individually. We already have kind of several cards that can be awkward to draw individually, to be honest. Good thing Bloodghast is a May ability, right? Yeah. You want to be I think there's gonna be a lot of times where you want to just not pick it up. Like this spot. Insidious Roots. We'll try to make sure to cast our Stitcher Supplier next turn before we play a land, so that we can maybe bring back an extra Bloodghast. Could also maybe bring back an Ovalchase Daredevil. There's even a chance that I would kill my own Supplier with Asmo next turn, digging even deeper. Opponent on an awkward multi 5. Hopefully they don't concede either. Ooh. So we drew our Surveil land also. I guess I was probably going to fetch for it, but whatever. I have milled Ovalchase Daredevil. I guess I do need to play. I guess I play around in just main deck Endurance the best by doing this first. Roots! Roots! Yeah, Vengevine is interesting. I'm not sure about it. It feels like kind of like Roots is kind of like, I think it would be a slower deck potentially. That's kind of my general thinking. Holy shit. We have Fauna Shaman instead of Finale or Court of Calling. I think it's better in your Tyvar Cauldron deck. Also good with Asmo. So I guess I can kill my own Bloodghast to get an extra Roots trigger, which is probably going to be worth it. I also... Wow, I picked up Tyvar. Okay, so let's just see if this resolves, because we have a Fauna Shaman in the yard, which is just going to totally own our opponent. Please let me do my thing, opponent. Okay, although I would totally understand if they conceded. We milled Bloodghast. We milled Squee. Holy shit, we are doing it. I guess I'm going to play this... We could kill our own Bloodghast first, get an extra trigger. Maybe that was better. We have temporarily banned Shark Typhoon. No! No! Yeah, this might be lethal. Yeah, apparently it's bugged. Okay, so I'll tap one of the Summoning Sick Roots to Fauna Shaman here. I guess I don't have a sack outlet for the combo. What do we even need? We already have everything. I guess I can get Priest of the Forgotten Gods and have like 2 extra damage here if this isn't lethal. Dude, they're so big. 7/8, 6/7, 5/6. Kind of wish my opponent had a better draw this game. Updated State of Modern. This seems stupidly easy to assemble. Well, the problem is you have to draw Insidious Roots, maybe? Seems like a challenge. I don't usually like Grist so much. Maybe it's nice to have that against Murktide. I could bring in the Shadow Spear. Could just run it back. Play a Ballista for such a kill without attacking. Seems incredibly unnecessary. You also have infinite combo already with Carrion Feeder, Gravecrawler. Okay, Roots looks immediately amazing, though. I'll say that. In both matches, immediately has looked good. Yeah, I did think about Cosmic Rebirth and some shells, too. We're going to try a lot of shells, for sure. Okay, actually, I've looked into it. Drawing Insidious Roots, very easy. But it's on a mold of 6. Draw a cookbook. Or sorry, not a cookbook, a Ovalchase. I guess I'm still playing cookbook turn 1 here. Because I could discard Bloodghast and I could draw Ovalchase. First league, this is our first league, second match. Beat Scam round 1. Up a game against Rhinos, although they nullified game 1, didn't really play a game. They cast 0 spells, but our draw was also awesome. I very much don't want to lose any of my cards here. So I think I'm just going to cast the Supplier. Not bring back the Bloodghast, of course. Mill the Gravecrawler. So next turn we can go Roots. And then I guess we have a decision point to either to bring back the both creatures and trigger Roots twice, or save them for for when we play the second Roots. Also, could be better to play Asmo instead of the Gravecrawler. We don't necessarily be able to play the Gravecrawler forever. The subtlety is safe cut in cyber games for this round as usually. Not always, but it's okay to cut. So I'm actually gonna play this first and then say no, just in case they have endurance. Although I guess they would just have already used it. So we lose our Gravecrawler. We do get to return our Bloodghast, but it is not going to trigger the roots. Our Asma Grist, the only answer is Dothy than 75. And tutors for those cards, I guess, if those count. And Priest of the Forgotten Gods, I guess. Maybe we should have kept the Priest. But I just don't want to discard the extra roots. Main phase this because of Tidebinder. Intention to chump block with Stitcher Supplier. When is this coming down? Yeah, if we can find an Ovalchase Daredevil, they are cooked. If the endurance wave roots out, oh yeah, I guess it should trigger for each one. Oh, no, it's one or more, so it'll only trigger once. Okay, they find a Steam Vents. They got one card in their hand afterwards. They're shocking it in. Probably a 3-mana spell. They got a lot of 3-mana spells in their deck, of course. Not double blocking. Not lucky enough to mill over an Ovalchase Daredevil either. Draw land, a cookbook can also trigger the roots. Just trying to think if I should play this or not. I think no. I might discard it, especially if my Asmo dies. Is the last card Violent Outburst? It is. And I'm dead aboard. Fuck. Would have been pretty good. Okay, game 3 on the play. Let's run it back again. Also, how's the audio sounding today? I'm back on the other mic. I think I fixed it. After a lot of angst and pain. Yeah, I do have some devotion. I have a devotion deck in Pioneer and Modern with the new ley line. Arbor Elf is just not playable, I think. I know it's very cool to be able to untap Nick those. Play a weird turn 1 Saga. We get a 1. They had a Mutavault, you're dead. Had to suspend every game. Not that that really matters a ton, of course. Might Surveil here. Opponent also kind of pausing, like they may have a Force of Vigor. Hard to, like, tell or necessarily do anything about that. Maybe, I don't know. Kind of just have to play into it, I guess. Bowmasters didn't exist. Would be playing Nobles. Maybe Ren and 6 is kind of at an all-time low. I have all my graveyard stuff. Also, putting this in the graveyard is kind of relevant for Cauldron. Maybe I should have just not fetched because of Fire Ice. That was actually probably the play. Maybe I should have discarded Bloodghast already. I guess I should have discarded one time last turn actually, but I wanted to play around endurance a little bit. See if they have a Force of Negation. Could be bad, obviously. So if they have endurance, they're going to want to probably wait until my second Ovalchase triggers. If they have Force of Vigor, they might force now. They kind of seem like they had it earlier, maybe with the pause, maybe not. If they do, we'll discard Bloodghast response, get 1 Roots trigger. Feels like could be Endurance. Third cookbook, your turn. I like having his play sleeves a lot. It's like the main reason I took the affiliate code. I think the rounded sleeves, I love them so much. I really can't see myself using anything else. Okay, so see if they have the Endurance. Did not seem like they had the Force of Vigor. Does feel like they have something, so it didn't seem like Force of Vigor. So let's kind of assume Endurance. Okay. We still get a Roots trigger here. Thoughts on combining this with the Stoneblade Shell so Cauldron can contribute when the enemy drops a bridge. I don't understand how Cauldron, exactly how that's related. Cauldron is not very good against bridge from below. I have actually no idea what you're thinking with that, but I don't know. I also feel like you just add Stoneforge Mystic and you lose a lot of your synergies. I don't really get the idea. Okay, let's take 4. Why not discard Gas there if we sussed out Endurance? Well, I want to get the extra Roots trigger. I feel like I just have to make them use it. Maybe I want to get the trigger from it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Guess I discard Bloodghast before activating Tyvar, so I should have done that already, but cool. So bring back Fauna Shaman. It's kind of crazy how good Fauna Shaman is in in this deck. Dude, Roots is broken. Nice Rhinos. Yeah, I just don't care if they have Violent Outburst. Unless you need Bloodghast. I mean, Bloodghast seems super good in your Citrus Supplier, Underworld Cookbook, Insidious Roots stack. There's also, you know, I don't know. You don't have to play it. I agree. So I guess we're going to double block the Asmo. So I don't really need to do anything before that. I'm going to take 9 down to 5. Maybe you can leave Asmo back. I'm just kind of okay with this, though. Like, if this is their turn. Like, what are they going to do? They're so behind on board. And if their turn is just cast... I guess they have this coming off Suspend. I mean, if my Fauna Shaman lives, we just get another Asmo also, and the 4th Cookbook. Scam was the round 1 matchup. Okay, I'm gonna do a cutesy wootsy little line here. Where I'm gonna search a second Daredevil, and then I'm gonna untap my Fauna Shaman. I'll play on Endurance by discarding here, and if they Endurance, I can just Cookbook again, trigger both of these. I just can't believe how good Fauna Shaman is whenever I play this kind of shell. It's like just ridiculous. Get the 4th Cookbook. My opponent is letting me do the thing. I had a scam opponent last round who just conceded super fast. Just was not willing to see it. I was so frustrated. Oh, baby. This is just so much. So much power. Bring back Bloodghast, trigger the roots again. Squee at the 51 months, thank you, welcome back. What can they even have? Obviously nothing, I guess. Just letting me have my fun, and I appreciate it. Okay, you are at minus 47 life. Just had some plant tokens. No big deal. Is this a Diabolic Intent deck? I really don't like that card, but maybe. Okay, we got the roots. We also have the Surveil land in the hand. Yeah, I guess I'll just lead on the Surveil land. Not playing a Cookbook turn 1. Been liking this so far. Again, I wouldn't always want to play it in a deck like this that like wants to like spin all its mana every turn. We just have too many graveyard synergies to not play it. Don't play an amulet. Damn it. That's bad. That's a good card. We're probably not gonna be good at this against this. We've got some pick your poisons in the sideboard. Opponent, what you got on my upkeep here? Surveil lands looking pretty good. Maybe not against this, but enjoy. Yeah, I'm playing Fauna Shaman over Finale. Obviously, like we can try to find a build Finale. There's a lot of good cards to play. Fauna Shaman has been great so far. It's just in your Tyvar Agatha Soul Cauldron Squee deck. I think it just happens to be better. Okay, I'm gonna say no to this. Although, we might just get our Boseiju. You know, Boseiju actually gets a lot worse with the Surveil lands being legal, too. Yeah, running the gauntlet so far. This is our worst matchup. We have Asmo, that plan's okay. I have 4 Pick Your Poison, 2 Damping Spheres. I've got Haywire Mites. We came prepared, knowing this is the worst matchup, of course. Finale can take a creature in the grave trigger roots. That is something. Okay. Down a game. Pick your poison. Haywire Mites. Damping Sphere. I cut the Grist. I'm going to cut the Carrion Feeder Gravecrawler. I like Priest a lot. Priest is good against them. Trim the Squee. Maybe we cut the Bloodghast too. I think that's fine. Lean and mean. It's so nice that this can hit One Ring, Amulet, and Urza Saga and Dry. Just has so many targets. Yeah, maybe we should be cutting Cauldrons. Actually, yeah, I guess we keep the combo in and then we cut the Cauldrons because they're just a little too slow. How much did it cost for you to make a timeless deck? My first timeless deck, starting with very little, was like $100, $150, and then each deck after that was cheaper. I bought a bunch of packs first. You want to do like a mix of packs and wildcards, so I don't know what's optimal. I think buying Khans of Tarkir packs is pretty good because you get to open all the fetches. Those are probably the best packs to open. Yeah, Dryad is an enchantment creature, so pick your poison, can kill Dryad. Does Roots, Undying Creature, Yogg go infinite? Well, I mean, if you already... no. If you have 2 Undying Creatures plus Yogg, that's already a combo. And then, yes, you make, as many plants as you have your life total, so it's not infinite. If you're worried about creatures, Bone Shards could be strong. I am not worried about creatures. We're an Asmo deck. Alright, Fauna Shaman on the play. Do me justice. 1 Undying Roots, 1 goes infinite. I think you may be thinking that the plus. I don't. Explain to me how it goes infinite. This is what Mulligan has to be. Well, I just feel like on the play, like I can Fauna Shaman, grab Haywire Mite, kill like a Saga or Amulet, and like that is like, I think like just like barely good enough on the play. Then I could also get Asmo off of it. There's definitely Mulligan on the draw. You sack the Undying, then you sack the plant, then you sack the Undying, repeat. Okay, yes. Okay, let's go infinite then. Do you think Pick Your Poison is going to replace Force of Vigor in the long run? It just depends on... It'll be deck dependent. Like, this deck is kind of low on... Or I guess not that low on green cards, but I mostly wanted to just try... try the card. Okay. So we get the Haywire Mite, the Amulet. Okay, I mean, we're still a few pieces... This combo is so convoluted, I don't know. We're getting there. Thoughts on Murktide siding Pick Your Poison? Seems like it would probably be fine, yeah. Don't have strong opinions on it, I guess. One Blast with the 17 months. Thank you, welcome back. The combo is you need Roots plus Tyvar plus Feeder plus Gravecrawler is infinite power. It's kind of nice that like Feeder, Gravecrawler, just like they give you 2 targets off Fauna Shaman that are both kind of okay cards to play anyways. If you want this combo, you have to commit into it. I don't like 4+ cards, something you luck into. I mean, I have Fauna Shaman, I have Tyvar to return Fauna Shaman, I have tons of tutors. I actually feel the opposite. It's just like the opportunity cost to include one of these is fine. They have synergy, and then you can assemble the combo in the late game. Max the 2 years. Thank you. Welcome back. All right, Pick Your Poison to answer ring would be nice. Damping Sphere maybe. Discard the Carrion Feeder since if we do draw Tyvar, we can bring back the Feeder with it. Although I guess am I just discarding my hand? Doesn't really feel like these suppliers. Well, I guess one supplier to grab a Daredevil next turn seems like it could be important. No Mite for the ring. Oh, duh. I was so zoomed on this. I should just mited the ring. Is it possible the Roots already goes so far the top end you don't need a combo despite the low cost? Yeah, it's possible. I just want to play. I wanted to have like as many aspects with Roots as possible for the first draft like this. I want to play with this. Again, it's just like neither of these cards are particularly bad in the deck, and so in a Fauna Shaman deck with Cauldron to get the ability, it feels like pretty low opportunity cost. But I agree that you probably will not combo almost ever, so I don't know. Kind of a philosophical thing. Yeah, I don't know. Diabolic Intent isn't that good, but you could play it. Moss Pit Skeleton works well as it removes itself and it's a plant. Let me take a look at that one. If Skeleton was kicked, it enters with 3 counters on it. Whenever one or more counters are put... Okay. Whenever one or more counters is put on a creature you control, if Moss Pit Skeleton is in your graveyard, you may put it on top of your library. If it was to hand, it would be awesome. Wait, that goes infinite with... Hold on. Moss Pit plus the new dog goes infinite, right? There's a new card in the set. That surveils whenever a creature with low power enters. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, Gnarly. So this says whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield, can surveil one. So Hold on, let me just... Okay, just let them do the thing. This is a Casting Wolf Run? What the hell? So if you have this card, and then what's the... Moss Pit... Is Pioneer legal? Okay, so this triggers, goes on top, makes a root token, and you use this. You use the Gorehound to surveil it to the yard. Yeah, this just works, right? I like it. I think. I kind of just want to concede this. I'm gonna tweet the combo real quick though. Make one food token end of turn, probably. What's this card? Snarling Gorehound. What a gross name. Surveil doesn't trigger anything? Surveilling its yard doesn't trigger roots again. It's infinite if you have 2 roots. Ah, I see. Well, if we had a root suite, if we could Fauna Shaman for roots, okay, let me play this. I guess we have a plan here. Doesn't, yeah. Okay, so Moss Pit is in the yard. You trigger it, you put it on top. You trigger roots, you put it on top, and then you get to surveil it back into the yard. Yeah, you would need 2 of one of the pieces. Goes infinite if you have a plant. Just any plant. Okay. Well, we'll take a look at that. Probably more of a Pioneer thing, I think. I imagine that's more of a Pioneer power level. Infinite plant, ETB, return Moss Pit to hand, triggering roots, surveil graveyard, Moss Pit. Plant ETB. Yeah, the thing is the plant the Moss Pit will not see the plant entering the battlefield because it's on top of the library, right? When it goes. But it seems like you'll be able to get it done somehow. Okay, they decided to play Amulet and play Titan. Let's just go ahead and go to round 4. My opponent had a card called Crush the Weak in their hand that they really wanted to show me. Another turn 1 surveil land. They're drawing this a lot. Gonna be okay to keep. I'll draw against Wooded Foothills, Sacred Foundry, Lava Spike. Well, we got some food tokens, I guess. Surveil that right into the graveyard. Get some value off of that. That hand might be too slow. We'll see. If it was on the play, things would be a little different. I guess I'm just missing a Carrion Feeder for infinite power. Could also mill it off. If I mill it off the Supplier, I could Cauldron it, maybe. Okay, doesn't want to suspend the Rift Bolt with the Vortex out. I get pinged down to 11. I mill or draw an Ovalchase Daredevil. Shock down to 9, get pinged down to 8. Yeah, I think I should Tyvar. If I find like Fauna Shaman, I get there. Oh, holy shit. Get there next turn. And I can go discard. So I go discard, end of turn discard, Ovalchase Daredevil, find Carrion Feeder. Then this plant token will have infinite power toughness. So my opponent will have to deal 8 damage to me, which is really only possible with 3 1-mana burn spells or double Boros Charm. Not double Boros Charm. I'm down to 6. Is their hand any combination of Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt in 2 copies? Exactly. No other combination gets me here. Although they could potentially kill my plant token to stop me from presenting lethal. So it could be nice to try to get this. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. I guess I should probably do this though. I should probably cast this Cauldron first, so that I can, now can get this out of. If they respond, I can get it out of damage range. What happens if they kill my Carrion Feeder in response? Yeah, I just Cauldron the ability. So yeah, we go. Now we go here. Alright, combo was worth it in this game, for sure. Obviously a lot of pieces to assemble, but with the Fauna Shaman, it's not too tricky. That was really Roots plus Tyvar plus Shaman. Yeah, we're gonna play a lot of different builds with the Roots. I would like to board in Shadow Spear. I'd like to board in probably both Haywire Mites. 4 dogs, 5 back for a zombie combo kill. Very appropriate, thank you, homie. I'm probably down to just bring in both. I remember I was at the CFB testing house. Someone said, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if you bring in every card that says gain life against bird, and Reader's just, it's just so funny. He's like, I don't know if I bring in the cards that say gain life, I board out the cards that say lose life. I'm very, very on board. I'm gonna cut Grist, Squee. I want to keep in Priest for Sanctifier. Maybe just play 1 Mite though. I don't know. I want to play both. I'm gonna maybe choose with Shaman. Oh, happy birthday, dude! Happy birthday. So maybe just a boring Urza Saga Shadow Spear game. What is Squee doing in there? Squee's doing a lot in here, okay? Squee's helping. Muslim Secrets. Ooh, Secrets is kind of nice, yeah. I tell you what, this is very much draft 1.0. I promise we will have dozens of Insidious Roots decks over the next month or so. Asmo is considered red and black for Sanctifier. It is both colors. Okay, no reason to sack. Doesn't prevent the damage. Is it better to play... I think I just should be going Saga Cauldron here, basically every time. I could grow the Saga token. Well, I can't get it to 4/4. But I still have the option to go Roots this turn if for some reason that's better, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Yeah, just gonna go for a Shadow Spear game. What about the blue mythic cost 6? You got my brother. Please tell me the name of the card. You're not that busy to not tell me the name of the card. Okay, game 3. Gonna play. Yeah, I don't know. You can play Arbor. I don't. Maybe it's better than Surveillance. Surveillance has been really good though. Don't know that I'd play both. Alright, go to 5. Bad 5. Go 4? Like, any hand with a Saga is better. I only have 3 Sagas, though. Just... I accept this as my 3-card hand. Against Burn, I accept. It's been a long time since I bowled a 3. Not too often you win on a mold a 3. The hand's got a good plan, though. Opponent's flexing their card advantage by just throwing their spells away. I'm at 11. If I draw an Ovalchase Daredevil, I'm probably just going to get a cookbook. Taylor Swifty. No attacks? I mean, they've already used 2 lightning bolts. Do you know what day you'll be brewing with Crime Novelist? No, you'll have to tune in every day. Sorry that that's the case. Just have to watch the stream. I'm sorry. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, it connected. I have a 4/4 lifelinker on my Molda 3 here. I've got 3 cards in their hand. I'm gonna clean 14. So if I don't block, I'm dead to exactly 2 lightning bolts. And they've already played 2. I'm gonna not block. I want to make sure this doesn't die to a 3 damage burn spell like Helix. Or 1 bolt. With Bolt Skewer. I'm going to Surveil also. Surveil, Overchase. Dude, the Surveil land is sick in this deck. That's some good value. Although I don't have the ability to cast Asmo yet. Uh-oh. Let's got 1 card in their hand. So we go up to 6 with this block. Seems like the last card's not good. Could be Searing Blaze, maybe. It's like either Searing Blaze or land, right? I guess it's got to be Searing Blaze. What else would they be thinking about here? Any other spell just kills me. No, dude. I can't lose this game. Fine. Let's mulligan. Just mulligan 2 Insidious Roots. Sick hand. Almost won on a Molda 3. That would have been awesome. Put back an Overgrown Tomb here. Opponent is deep, deep, deep in the tank on their 7-card hand, I think. That Smash Smithereens was so sad. Might take a hit from the Ragavan. Probably be okay. Play against these Spicy Brews. We played against Scam, Rhinos, Titan, Burn, and now Murktide. Not as good as Ovalchase here, obviously, because we don't get the trigger this turn. But we'll be triggering it every turn off the roots. We play Archery's Charm, Citadel, Castle really soon. We'll see. Like we've got a lot to do. I'm only gonna be able to stream for like 5 or 6 hours today. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do 7 or 8. So much to do. Very exciting set. Oh, I drew Ovalchase Daredevil. And what's kind of fun about this too is like very difficult for them to play around my mystery card being Ovalchase because I discarded Squee instead. Do not Force of Negation me. I'm just going to put this over here where you can't Force of Negation it. I think they're just reading, right? Most people are not playing Force Main, right? Or maybe they're playing 1, but usually it's Subtlety. Facing new cards? Nope. I'm usually the only one playing new cards on like this early. Oh. Just reading. Do you have any plans for the root stick? Yeah, there's the thing about this. There's just so many cards that work well with it. It's just gonna take some time to like to draft them. But this is my first draft. I promise we'll play a lot of them. I think Insidious Roots can make Asmo deck finally more than C tier. I mean, the NT Asmo decks are already like more than C tier, like B tier. I think. Yeah, they did have the Brewer's Pass, which is why we get to play new cards this fast. Very exciting. We're gonna do at least one more with this deck next league. Oh, I guess they did Sierra the Daredevil. Take your time, opponent. We're good. There's a lot going on, I know. Yeah, I know they temporarily banned Shark Typhoon. How horrible. For the Pioneer Roots deck, so there has... Yeah, we'll build some Pioneer Insidious Roots decks too, for sure. Opponent, come on, brother. You don't have anything that could respond to this. Just let's let the thing happen. Dude, Slither Roots... Or Slitherhead is just so... Slither Roots is a good deck name, but... I don't know. It's you can mill it with Supplier. World's fastest Murktide player. Listen, with Murktide, it's just... The deck is really tough, and you just have to maximize every decision. It's so hard to play. Okay, what do they flip with Ragavan? It's an Asmo. I sure would have liked to have drawn that. But that's okay. I got a lot of good draws. I got Urza Saga to play. I got a plant token to make every turn. Could be new. Yeah, it could be new. I don't know. It's okay. Every time we have a slow player, we have the same conversation as to why they could be playing slow. 43 months to now. Thank you for the resub. Hope you're doing well. I'm chilling. I have a good time. Excited to be here. Looking forward to this for months, really. Just always excited for new sets. Yeah, we have a Surveil Land in this deck. A good chance we get it next turn if we just go Saga token, Surveil Land. It's been good. We've surveilled like Bloodghast, Supplier, Gravecrawler a few times. You want to keep using burn spells? Deal. I will sack a food in the turn, I think. Stole my Springleaf Drum. Yeah, we could have main phased the Cookbook to play on Tidebinder. The problem is, like, it just lets them use their mana for a removal spell on my turn, which is probably a little bit worse. I don't think there's a ton of main deck Tidebinders in Murktide at the moment either, which surprises me. But I just feel like I haven't been seeing it. Take a big hit from this Murktide. Do not have a main deck Cookbook either. Going to be probably sacking a lot of foods for life this game, but I'll have the extra mana from the root tokens. Also, my Saga tokens can tap for mana if that's relevant. 3 mana for small non-flyers, not my what's main deck. Yeah, I don't know. The card is just so fucking good, and it's like tempo card, but I don't know. I'd probably play it. Leave with the 4 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, it's Esther and I's anniversary today, so I kind of got dressed ahead of time so that I could stream as long as possible before dinner. Surveil 1. Card advantage. So definitely gonna get another cookbook. We'll be able to sacrifice 2 food this turn if we leave back the construct. Opponent's already used 1 lightning bolt though. I guess the real question is, like, aren't we just like super duper winning this game if we gain 6? Yeah, I'm just like can never lose if I gain 6, so let's gain 6. Because I had to fetch. No, getting 6 doesn't do anything because I had to fetch down to 7. So yeah, I'm still dead. So I attack with both here. If I didn't have to fetch to gain 6, then it was fine. Oh no, duh, fuck! But now I'm dead to 1 bolt. Now I'm dead to 1 bolt. I was not supposed to fetch. I was supposed to use this for the bolt. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, I don't know how many pick your poisons I'm gonna play. I cut these, I think. Thing is, I don't know. I just have the Grists. I mean, I don't really like Tyvar against Murktide, I guess. Maybe like 2. Play 1 Tyvar. Probably with 18. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, they just had 2 anyway. Copium. What was the thing that tripped me up? I was thinking that if I sacked both, I was out of double bolt range for sure, and then I realized I wasn't because I had to pay 1, and for some reason I just didn't realize that. And at that point I was thinking sacking 1 must be the same as sacking 2, but obviously that just isn't the case. Was second construct a mistake? Maybe second construct was a mistake. Definitely made that decision fast. The point of poison over force was to kill Murktide. Yeah. I mean, it's also like, I just kind of like. I think it's just less important in this deck than it will be in other ones. But I'm just mostly wanting to play the new super good sideboard card. But it also kills the 1 ring where Force of Vigor can't, which is important against Titan. Kind of feels like Shadow Spear is boarded in most of the time. It's only the second time this week I boarded it in, right? I didn't board it in against Rhinos or Titan or Scam. Maybe I should have boarded it against Scam though. Not bringing in versus Rhinos is crazy. I don't know. I only have 3 Urza Sagas, the thing, and like that's the only thing it's good to put it on. And I think like our Roots Asmo game plan is really good against Rhinos. Also, I feel like I don't know, the Shadow Sphere plan is just like a lot worse than it used to be because of Tidebinder. But yeah, you can bring it in. I agree. I agree you can bring it in. Yeah, so there are now 2 Magic cards named Picture Poison. One of them is a play. Oh wow, I can't. I guess I could go Pick Your Poison the Hearse and then make a Saga token. I really wanted to resolve the Grist. Yeah, let's resolve the Grist. I can also play Shadow Spear and still use my mana. Yeah, one of the cards called Pick Your Poison is a playtest card. It's like not a real Magic card, but I don't know. They did use the name again. Like they have those playtest cards in the packs. Kind of interesting product. If you're with this deck, you're happy if they tie by the Shadow Sphere of Lock Activate abilities. I don't know. Like they're still 2-for-1ing you pretty hard. I'm just saying I don't feel like it's crazy to not bring it in that matchup. That's all I was trying to say. Just be being hyperbolic. Okay, so I mill an Ovalchase. Which is probably going to get Hearst. And main phase Hearst. I think I make a Saga token off the Saga, the second Saga, so I don't get spell pierced. Or maybe they'll still pierce me, I guess, but feels a little less likely to get pierced. What's cool about Pick Your Poison is like it's mostly here for like Murktide. It's nice to kill Sanctifier. Also kills Blood Moon and hers. So I still don't have Delirium. Missing Sorcery Creature. Do you think this card could bring back Lingering Souls? No. Don't think so. Maybe. Yes. It can. Actually, I don't really hate it, to be honest. Sounds okay. Yeah, but it wouldn't be this deck. But like, you could build an Insidious Root. Show. World's fastest Murktide opponent. I guess I should have plussed first, because they can have heat for Grist afterwards. So it's okay probably. Yeah, with Lingering Souls and Insidious Roots, you're playing a lot of self-mill, right? So if you're playing a card like Supplier, you can mill it over, and giving Lingering Souls the ability to tap for mana is kind of nice. You play it, and the next 2 souls flash back the other 2 souls. Like, there's synergy, but I'm not, not super duper thrilled. You can discard it for value, too, which is something you do a lot in Roots decks. And you brews the Meyer Snapcaster Drag the Canal. I mean, brew is kind of a stretch of a word, but it's probably not something I'm getting to super fast either. Don't probably ever put Maskwood Nexus in your deck unless it is like infinitely comboing with one other card that has a low mana value. I just hope that they don't overexert themselves playing this fast. Guess it's TBL Modern. That's what I have planned for today. I've got a few Pioneer decks, though. And then we'll be playing Timeless some, for sure. Show and Tell got printed. Do you play Maskwood Nexus Magda? I don't know. I haven't played EDH in a long time, though. I built that deck and played it like 3 times. It's okay. I'll probably bring it with me to Chicago, though. Yeah, I'm not. Doesn't have. I need to add some new cards. There's not 100 cards in the deck box either at the moment. Show and tell is banned. Is it? They banned it, dude. Come on, let me have some fun. I actually kind of don't think it. Why is that? Why is it banned? I feel like it would have been so fine. Conceits. Alright, they brought in Hearse. I kind of want the third. Pick your poison. Retrim a Bloodghast. I actually kind of want the third Cauldron. Oh, it's not banned in Timeless. Let's go! Woo! Oh yeah, it can be restricted. I mean, restricted is the same as banned for show and tell. Probably, you can't really build around it. Legal and Timeless. Good to know. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that good, but we'll try it for sure. I definitely want to put Omniscience into play more often. All right, we're gonna go to 6. Keep bottom. Yeah, I did kind of forget the whole point of Timeless is no ban list. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. We'll do it at some point. I'm glad it's not banned. I will never listen to another chatter as long as I stream. Pick your poison. 1 poison, please. Is pick your poison that good? Yeah. Just kills everything. Kills Blood Boon, kills Hearse, kills Murktide, kills Sanctifier, kills Shredder, kills Amulet, kills Saga, kills One Ring. It's like almost main deckable. Gonna be a modern sideboard staple. Doesn't kill Sanctifier. Okay, chat gamers, when I say everything, I do mean literally everything, actually. If you just write it on the card. Just write on the card. Say whatever you want it to kill. It'll kill whatever you want. Just room at the bottom of the card here. Your opponent will never notice. Yeah, I played Fiend Artisan in the shell in the past. I kind of like... that was one of the first things I ended up cutting, but I, would be open to playing it again. Okay, glad we're still taking some time on this turn. Make sure we take our time. Take our time. Make sure that everybody knows what's going on here. No, I think they're just playing slowly. Then should have main phase a Tidebinder. I want to main phase fetch because of Tidebinder. They don't really play Tidebinder that often. Again, I should say that, but I don't care if they Tidebinder the Saga activation so much. In fact, I'd rather them do that. I'd rather them Tidebinder this Saga activation than the next one, so I just have full info about what's going on. What's Standstill's flavor text? Take your time. I'm not going to pick your poison, the Channeler. I think I will play my Forest for turn. But opponent, you're playing too fast. I think I will offer the trade of Construct for Channeler. Guess I don't like that opens up bolts to kill this. And they also just probably don't have explosives or dressed out if they're using the bolt. So never mind. I think I'll hold the Boseiju for Blood Moon. Yeah, we've talked a little bit about how there are now 2 cards named Picture Poison. So no longer has 2 creatures with flying. One kind of weird dynamic about this board is that if they counterspell my Asmo, then they can sack this to pick your poison. So I think I lead on pick your poison. Because I'd rather resolve the Asmo. Yeah, the other card called Pick Your Poison, it's a playtest card. I feel like it's fine to reuse the name there. How about it's just as commune? You just have to build the deck pretty differently. That's the thing about a lot of these suggestions for this Insidious Roots deck is that, like, basically no suggestion has been bad, but you just have to go a very different direction. So it's just going to take a lot of time to figure out all the different directions. Idiots sort of give them delirium. Yeah, but okay, they concede. Great. So 3-2 first league. Spent half of the league playing against that Murktide player. Let's go and just do one more of this, so then we'll switch to a different deck. Opened a Grief. Opened Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Congrats to Esoteric Moyer for the first trophy of the season.